YouTube, what's going on? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we got another video here by Rifse Desu. Asmongold defends problematic Vtuber and causes Twitter freaks to crash out. So, Asmongold is now defending Vtubers. Let's see who the Vtuber is and let's check out the crash outs. I'm all about the crash outs. So let's just check it out. Make sure you guys like and subscribe and let's just jump into the video.
Hey, what's up guys, Riff here. So today we'll be looking at yet another example of a cancellation campaign backfiring horribly. Tell me if you've heard a story like this before, where you have a VTuber who is labeled problematic for typically nonsensical reasons, and then VTubers in the scene use that as an opportunity to virtue signal and mostly bully the individual for clout and attention.
That happens all the time. Honestly, it's so weird, like the VTuber scene. Like, I don't know why people love doing this. They love to virtue signal, and they love when somebody's kind of getting shit on, they kind of also jump on and virtue signal and act as if their shit don't stink, you know?
But then people look at the people attacking the so-called problematic VTuber and realize they're a bunch of Karens attacking someone over something completely nonsensical.
Stupid.
And then the target of that cancellation campaign actually begins to get a lot of support and new followers as a result.
Imagine that. Imagine that. That shows you, bro, you don't just jump into anything. You need to kind of do your research. And at the same time, you need to be self-aware of who you are before you start now jumping on other people, you know?
And that's exactly what we're going to be talking about today with this VTuber named BananaJuju, a monkey-themed VTuber who, from my own observations, has gone from about 3,000 followers to about 15,000 in only a few days. Mainly due to
what? Okay, let me check out her follower count right now. That's crazy. What, from 3,000 to 15? God damn, she must have been blowing up, bro. That's incredible. So this is her account. She's on 24,000 right now, 10,000 more than the previous one. Holy smokes, that's crazy. I'm gonna give her a follow. That's insane, bro.
Let's a bunch of people trying to criticize and cancel them, and then in turn it backfires and the VTuber actually has gained a lot of support. So this is the post that kicked off everything. You can see there's a lot of interaction, almost 7 million views, 18,000 likes, but lots of comments and quotes, many of which are attacking this VTuber for cultural appropriation and racism. And they base that on the dreads this character has. Now there is a...
Like, again, guys, black people, we need to stop owning this shit. Bro, we need to start owning businesses, start owning banks, start owning like a lot of things. We can't be owning the word nigger or braids or dreads. Come on, bro. And I bet the people that are flaming her are not black people. And if they are, bro, come on, guys. We need to do better, bro. We need to be owning land, properties, like literally bonds, trust funds, not a hairstyle. Not the N-word, not the word nigger. Come on, bro. There's a lot of things that we could be owning, not dreads, bro. That's rubbish, bro. Anybody can wear any hairstyle. The person which says that, yo, you need to take out your braids, you need to take out your dreads, that person needs to look in the mirror and needs to start owning something worth value, not style, bro. Come on.
Fundamental problem with a lot of the complaints people are making, like for example, they're saying the skin of this VTuber model is too white to have hairstyles like this, which is odd because...
So what? So what? I'm black. I don't care what anybody's hairstyle is. So what, bro? That's rubbish.
The solution to that would be making the monkey-themed VTuber black? Is that how we're fighting the supposed racism?
Rubbish. That's rubbish. That's absolute rubbish, honestly.
Yeah, very odd, but there were several viral tweets trying to call out this VTuber because of the hairstyle. But this is one of the examples of that we're going to focus on because it's relevant to the remainder of this video. So this individual...
White model rocking dreads. Again, bro, us black people, bro. Again, that person which is saying that the whole dread thing is not black. Us black people we don't care about owning a hairstyle, braids, dreads. If we're so worried, if you're a black person and that's the only thing you're worried about, bro, you need to be owning businesses. You need to be owning banks. We need to be owning things worth of value, not a hairstyle or swag or anything like that, because this has no value into a person's life, bro. Come on, bro. This is honestly rubbish.
So, am I the only one uncomfortable with a white model rockin' dreads?
Who cares? Who the hell cares?
Yeah, I think you are the only one uncomfortable with this. This would backfire. This would get a lot of criticism, and you can see they turned off the replies eventually. But still, 5,000 likes in this tweet, plenty of support. But this is a very strange time we're living in, where people just openly want to gatekeep hairstyles and tell people based on
gatekeep a hairstyle for what, bro? For what? Just because the person doesn't have a black skin color? That's rubbish. That's bullshit. Same thing with braids. White people can rock braids, bro. I don't care. Like, honestly. And if a black person cares so much, what the hell do they own besides a hairstyle? Come on, bro.
On the color of their race or the race of their character, their skin color, what have you, that they can't have certain hairstyles because it's owned by another group of people.
That's rubbish.
That is a very crazy thing. We're not doing this in 2025 anymore. You know, we saw back in 2020, only 5 years ago, we saw a girl get doxxed and sent threats because she had space buns on her.
Brother, not even in 2020. Recently, I saw a disgusting video of another black woman busy shouting at a white woman for having braids. I'm like, if that's the only thing you can shout about and you feel confident that we own is braids, my nigga, come on, bro. That's rubbish. There's a lot of things that we need to start owning as black people, not hairstyles, bro. Come on, you know. There's more than this. Like, dudes, a style don't matter, you know.
Animal Crossing character because the skin color wasn't quite dark enough to have that hairstyle according to Twitter.
Rubbish.
Like, times have changed. Nobody's putting up with this. And again, you don't see the same energy about this so-called cultural appropriation when it works in reverse. You don't see people...
Because cultural appropriation is bullshit. Cultural appropriation is basically, oh, I don't like this person. They have a particular job that I want, so I'm going to try to tear them down so that I can get the job. It's rubbish. It's basically wokeism. Not in a sense, you know?
People like this calling out black characters or black people for having straight hair. They don't care about that. That's fine. But this...
Exactly. Because black women wear weaves. Who cares? Again, like, the white women know they don't care because it's natural. You can't compare that, bro. Like, legit. Like, honestly, this is dumb. Like, white, light-skinned, Asian, no matter what race you are, you can wear any hairstyle, bro. Us black people, we don't own dreads, bro. Dreads is just dreads, bro. We cannot, as a black person, the only thing that we own is a hairstyle, dreads, or the N-word. Come on, bro. That's it, bro. That's rubbish.
This goes too far. And unfortunately, this would get a lot of attention because of quotes like this. And eventually it got the attention of Asmongold, who would then react to this whole situation on stream. And you can see BananaJuju here making a response with a 9-minute clip from his reaction saying this: "The humble Jesus himself was once more seriously based. Thank you for your take. This is exactly why I do not explain or excuse myself towards racists or take a knee in front of them. We live in 2025 now, guys. Enjoy life and be a free spirit."
True.
There you go. Obviously, we're not going to play the whole clip here, but I just want to play a small 10-second part of this clip. You can kind of understand where his perspective was for the rest of this video.
Let's see.
And Vikings wore braids. It doesn't matter what the logic... No. You're trying to argue with her logically. This is not a logical person.
It's not.
The correct answer is, bitch, shut the fuck up.
Basically, right? You can't argue with any of these people. You can bring up historical examples. You can bring up their hypocrisy.
Bro, fuck all of that, bro. Like, legit, like, if the only thing a black person owns is a hairstyle, bruh, come on, dude. We, like, literally... Me being a black person, we need so much more, bro. We need to be owning much more than a hairstyle, bro. We can't be gatekeeping hairstyles, bro. If you see somebody which is dreads and they have a lighter skin, nigga, rock that, bro. Legit, don't listen to anybody. If people hate, that person is small-minded, and especially if they're black. If they're white, they're virtuous thinking. If they're black, bro, they're just a hater, bro. Honestly, they don't love themselves by seeing other people embrace a culture, bro. It's a culture. It's not our culture. It's a culture, honestly, you know?
See, it just doesn't matter. They're not going to change their minds. They're acting very illogical. And you can see on the quotes for this tweet, and there is hundreds of negative quotes attacking BananaJuju as well as Asmongold's, where there's just no logic. There's no attempt at a counter argument. There's no attempt to work through any...
No, the only reason why there's no logic because it's black and white. black people wear dreads and braids. So then why, like, you get me? It's just some racist. It's honestly like it's like a virtue signal racist. Like it's like reverse racism. Like what? You trying to be correct by cultural appropriation? Like, bro, it's ridiculous. Honestly,
thing these parties are saying, they're just attacking their character and making a bunch of ad hominems. That's pretty much all they're doing. So we can thank these people for at least providing us some free content for this video, because we're going to look through some of the most unhinged quotes on this tweet right here. So we're starting off strong. In quotes, "See guys, I'm right. Hitler agrees with me," end quote. So again, typical Twitter behavior here. Everyone who disagrees with me is Hitler. We see this all the time. They want to basically...
Oh, so now they're saying thingy is Hitler. Come on, guys. If Asmongold gets plus more than 500,000 views per video, and we're calling him Hitler, okay.
Dehumanize you and make it okay for people to treat you however they want, because you're this awful, terrible person. And obviously we know this comparison is ridiculous. And then you look at the people posting this stuff.
That's why, bro, we need to start people need to start bringing out IDs when it comes to this whole social media thing. People need to just stop like randomly tweeting stuff. They need to bring an ID, like a portfolio of like what have I done in my life, and not just being a Twitter dude, bro. 55,000 followers, bro, and you having like a crazy opinion like that. Come on, bro. Come on,
2-year-old she/it. Like, what are we doing here?
Bro.
Here's another one saying, "Congrats, not only are you tone deaf and racist, you also praise a piece of shit."
Bro, virtue signaling. Again. Literally. For me, with Asmongold, Refse Desu, these people, I do not agree with them 100%, but at the same time, they're mostly right, you know? And, you know, people which are right can always be the most hated people. So it is what it is, bro. Like, I feel like, you know, you can't be saying Asmon is racist. He's not, you know. And as well, this woman that is saying oh goddamn. Anyways, this VTuber which is saying that these people are racist and tone deaf. Honestly, bro, self-awareness. We can't be, us black people do not care about owning a culture. We care about owning wealth. We care about uplifting ourselves. If the only thing you can say about a black person is that they own their hairstyle, that's rubbish, my guy. What is owning a hairstyle for me as a black person? Nothing. Literally, bro. You know, that's crazy.
Interesting. A lot of claims there. No actual counter arguments. No proof of anything. Just a bunch of name calling and calling someone ists and phobe. All that stuff.
Bro.
And again, you look at the people who are posting this stuff, and sure enough, she, they, it's. Like, we gotta pause for a second. What are we doing here? Like, we need a team of scientists to figure this out. Why are so many people calling themselves it? And also being incredibly angry about dissenting opinions online to the point of losing their minds. Like, this is something that is very strange. And if you want me to basically sum up the rest of the profiles we're reacting to, you will see they, them, all kinds of pronouns. It's a very weird pattern. It's just pattern recognition at this point. But let's continue on. This person said, "All I read was," in quotes, "thank you for your take, Hitler," end quote.
Asmongold got a lot of haters, but I feel like that comes with the territory of being really famous. If you're really famous, haters come. You know, it is what it is, you know?
Oh, yeah, that's...
I was thinking about Kaisenet. Kaisenet is the biggest Twitch streamer, but the haters, oh my god, Kaisenet got so many freaking haters, bro.
All you read because you're insane. Like, no, you've deluded yourself and you've experienced so much brain rot that everyone who has a different opinion than you is Hitler. And it's completely ridiculous. For the reasons I said earlier on the last comment that was about this, these people are completely brainwashed to the point where everyone who disagrees with them is Hitler. You know what? It's kind of funny. They don't even use alt-right anymore because they've completely destroyed any meaning of that word. So now they're going to the extreme. They're just calling people straight up Hitler now, which is an act of desperation, if you ask me. But let's continue on. This individual says 200 comments, 800 retweets, 11,000 likes, and 1.2k bookmarks. Anyways, I hope they both get what they deserve. Smiley face. Huh. I wonder what they meant by this. Okay, let's be honest. We know exactly what they meant by this. They hope something bad happens to these individuals in real life. But this person wants to insinuate it and pretend.
Bro, just for dreads, guys. Come on. For dreads. Like, you know, like that's the one thing where I feel like, you know, somebody that is not black, they don't understand that we as black people, again, I'm from South Africa, by the way. You know, me as a black person, I want more value to me, you know, and my race. I want more value than a hairstyle. Like, it's a hairstyle, guys. Come on, it's a freaking hairstyle, bro. Legit. Like, if I'm gonna do the Sasuke hairstyle, I will do it. And what will I get hate? No, you get me. So she can wear whatever freaking hairstyle. She can go braids. She can go dreads, whatever, bro. She can wear whatever she wants. It's ridiculous for people to just now start virtue signaling. That's the one thing which I don't like. People which are not black are virtue signaling about what is the ethics of black people. Ridiculous.
Protect their account because they don't want to lose
Ridiculous.
it if they get reported. But, you know, if you're going to resort to this kind of stuff, at least say it with your chest. Like, don't be a coward about it. Say it with your chest, because this is clearly how you feel. But then after that, they say blocking and muting.
She should have just done that. Block, mute, and move on with your life. Don't tweet about it, bro. Come on, guys.
Deuces.
No.
Yeah, this is not an...
I feel like, you know, Twitter, you know, at this point, you know, it's an app that kind of lacks a lot of professionalism. People, bro, just tweet whatever, bro. That's crazy, dude. Like, sometimes I get disappointed at seeing what people say. People love jumping on hate trains. Oh my God, people love hating. Oh my God, bro. For real, you know, but I just feel like it's undeserved, you know. This is not that deep, honestly.
Report, you don't have to announce your departure. Anyone who does this, who openly says, I'm blocking and muting you while responding to the person they're saying that to, this person just wants attention, and attention True. They shall receive. But some people are a little more direct in their threats. This individual said this: I'm going to be sick. I saw another Vtuber refer to the villainous rat king as Asmon Daddy. There's no way. There's no effing way. I refuse. This is some intense high-level troll. This can't be real. All of the people involved in this post need to be tortured and game-ended. Yeah.
Wow. Girl. Again, we need to start putting social IDs, portfolios, you know, like in a way, because, bro, who are these people, guys? Come on. Literally. I understand the hate for Asmongold. I'm not gonna be his dick rider, but like again, for this, it's like, bro, like it's ridiculous. Honestly, like it's just it's so unnecessary for her having dreads, guys. Dreads. Oh my God, that time you're not even black, but you're fighting. You virtue signaling. Why?
Yes, all over VTuber hair. People should now be tortured and game ended. Very nice. Let's move on to this one. They're just getting straight to the point now. God, it's always the whites.
Bro, people can wear whatever hairstyle they want, bro. It's also us blacks. Women wear weaves, bro. Come on, bro. Stop it.
Yes,
Stop
never
it.
enter a racism competition when your opponent is an anti-racist, because they say the most out-of-pocket stuff. We'll see more examples of that right here. This VTuber saying, you know you're in the wrong when Asmongold agrees with you. Let's be so for real. As you can see,
Asmongold, honestly, he's right most of the time, bro. Like, I'm not a D-rider for him. I know if you don't like him, whatever, bro. You know, I don't react to his videos. I react to Rev. But at the same time, bro, come on, bro. Like, you know, sometimes we gotta, like, be realistic with some stuff.
No actual counter-argument, no substance to anything they're saying. And of course, you can see some of these comments this person saying, this VTuber, and the people agreeing with them are so weird, bro. My God. And then they reply saying, non-black people telling her it's okay is the funniest part. Like, who gave you permission to speak for them? Which is funny because I believe this individual claims they're Vietnamese. So they're shaming...
You're Vietnamese, bro. Come on. Come on, bro. Come on. Like, come on, bro. Like, again, I'm black. I don't care about a hairstyle. I don't care if a white person says the N-word. I don't care what any person does, bro. As long as if, like, as I'm a black person, how do I empower myself and my community? That's the first thing which I need to be very focused on. Not a hairstyle, bro. Come on, bro. Like a hairstyle, braids, the N-word, dreads. Come on, bro.
Non-black people for having a opinion on this matter, but then they're doing the same exact thing.
bro,
to condemn what's going on here. Very interesting, but it's really not that deep when you really get down to it.
Shout out to
you got a dollar store
notes.
Uki Violetta here saying, can't be racist towards white people, but of course, someone like you wouldn't know that. Of course, this is how they feel. I guess we disagree here. I think judging people and treating them poorly based on the color of their skin is bad, and we shouldn't make exceptions for that. But this VTuber disagrees and wants to justify racism towards a group of people they don't like. And you can see their attitude in general. I mean, searching up white on these accounts is just filled with the most toxic posts you'll ever see. This is in response to another VTuber saying, coming from a whole-ass white bitch, by the way. Again, the anti-racists are never beating the allegations. But let's move on here. Here's another one saying, I think I would genuinely game end myself if Asmongold was the one telling people I was in the right. Again, a very weak-minded individual. If you're going to harm yourself because someone you don't like shares some sort of an opinion with you. And again, you look at the bios, 30-year-old.
Bro, come on. 255 followers, guys. Come on. Again, we need to start searching these people, bro. They're social proof, bro. I don't post on Twitter. Let me show you my Twitter, bro. I haven't posted on Twitter for years, bro. These people post like regularly, bro. And like all the accounts that like only one account has more followers than me. There was one with like 2,000, bro. I got 1,000. Like what? Like, bro, I haven't posted in Twitter for years, bro. I used to use Twitter, but it was never for anything negative, bro. It was always me just posting stuff like positive, me promoting my YouTube channel, me posting shorts. You know, no freaking negative stuff, because Twitter literally is a platform for what? For niggas to just have fun, bro. Like legit, like, you know, academics, top 10. Come on, guys. You can't be using these platforms for such negativity and malice, bro. I don't get it, dog. Like why it's so negative?
Drug positivity, straight edges do not interact. This is the supposed normal person, right? Like, it's insane, dude. Moving on, here's a similar comment saying, if that nasty F agrees with you, then you should really take a look at yourself. Like, damn. I am sure.
Damn.
This user, okay, I'm sure. There is.
Now, you know what's the funny part? This girl was on 3K followers, and she jumped to 25. That's all I gotta say, bro.
Someone out there, there's some opinion out there that you and Asmongold agree on. This is the dumbest argument to ever make. I'm sure there's things that both of you agree on. So you're just trying to do this to attack Juju, and it's just a very desperate attempt here. Here's another one saying, if blank ever agreed with a take I made, I would rethink that opinion. We're going to the Voldemort treatment. Okay, they're not even using names.
Don't say his name, otherwise he will appear. Shout out to
I get
them.
the same thing all the time. Either they do something like this, or they spell Rev with some alterations to it because they think I'm gonna name search. I don't need a name search typically when there's trash opinions. They kind of find their way to you, and you're gonna find it that way. I don't have to look up anything, so this is kind of a waste of time, and it just makes you look crazy because you're afraid of speaking someone's name on the internet. But here's another individual saying, you know what? I take it back. F you.
Wow.
16 years old.
Come on, guys. Who are these people, bro? Like, for real. Who are these people, guys? Come on.
They. I think you should be less concerned about the hairstyle choice of a VTuber and more concerned about doing your math homework. Like, this is ridiculous, dude. You can see the quality of the kind of user that is up in arms over what Juju had posted. Here's another individual saying, I was going to give her the benefit of the doubt, but not anymore. F off.
Brother.
Can we just ask, who are these people? They're basically, considering them.
Who, even if I started jumping on the hate train, who am I to start saying this person can't have this type of hairstyle? Oh, I'm black. They mustn't. Come on, bro. So is that the only thing I'm known for? Me gatekeeping dreads. Come on, guys. Come on. This is not even about black people no more. It's not even about a black person wearing dreads. It's just hate at this point. It's not even about that shit, bro. You get me? Because it's no awareness of Because if they really spoke to a black person and understand how we feel about this situation, honestly, we don't give a fuck. Well, I don't, and the people around me also don't, because this is not what we want to own. We don't want to just own a hairstyle, bro. Come on, like
so I was like the arbiter of whether or not this VTuber is allowed to do anything in the community, or if their behavior is acceptable, or if they're allowed the benefit of the doubt. Like, who are these people, honestly? Then you have this individual saying, and there it is, the alt-right grift begins. This is literally how radicalization slowly happens. Y'all get too afraid to actually step back and look inwards under scrutiny and take faux validity from whoever blindly defends you.
You know what? I'm not going to say anything.
You know, people like this, it's just like what Asmongold said in that clip. It's almost impossible to argue with people because they're so diluted. They have such an extreme and insane worldview, so detached from reality, bro, and they've been fear-mongered.
This is literally Twitter talk. It's like, bro, come on, bro. Like, it's like a Twitter mindset, bro, and it's not even reality, bro. If these people actually took took some time to actually speak to a black person, bro, and ask them how did they feel about it, you know? I feel like if maybe Asmongold was black and he spoke about it, it would have been maybe a different, you know, I wish I was a bit creative, but hey, anyways.
So deeply that there's just no arguing with a person like this. I mean, nobody sane is saying stuff like this because someone defended a person getting harassed over their VTuber's hairstyle choice.
Bro.
Here's another one saying, mind you, in the past few months, he has been online fighting to get AC Shadows canceled because of Black Samurai, because it's disrespectful to Japanese culture. Here's something interesting. The amount of gaslighting in just a few lines of text here is pretty insane. Asmongold was never trying to get AC Shadows canceled. He was not mad.
No. Asmongold, the only reason why he didn't like it, the game sucked. He never once advocated or said anything about Yusuke or Yasuke. I watched most of his videos and reviews. It's just the game sucks. AC Shadows sucks, bro. Honestly, like it's just ridiculous, some of the stuff that was in AC Shadows. I've played Assassin's Creed number 2 and play AC Shadows after that. 2 different games, bro. So yeah, that's another topic.
Because there was a Black Samurai, that is completely missing the point in trying to goalpost shift. People are mad about Yasuke as a choice of the co-protagonist because he wasn't a samurai. They had to literally rewrite history in order to make him fit in this game, a game that they claimed was historically accurate. That's how they sold the game. And in order to make him a samurai, they had to trust one source, and that was a 400-page fan fiction written by a white dude who claimed with no evidence.
Okay, if I have to give my opinion about Assassin's Creed Shadows quick, yeah, I feel like Ubisoft should have just left that game alone. I think it was just too much of a headache, you know. I love the fact that, you know, Japanese, their culture, they want to hold their culture super strong, and when anybody tries to rewrite it, you know, they get scrutinized. I like that. But at the same time, man, Ubisoft should have just dropped this game like a hot potato, because it was just too much controversy. The controversy that Assassin's Creed Shadow had was just too much. And it was kind of ridiculous, bro. At some point, that game is not bad. I mean, it's like a proper 7 out of 10. It's just bloated. It's full of bloat, you know. But I just feel like, bro, like they should have just dropped this game. Anyways,
that Yasuke was a samurai who vandalized the Wikipedia page of Yasuke to change it from a retainer to a samurai while using his own fan fiction as the source of those claims. That's why people were offended. Not to mention the infinite other disrespectful elements of that game that are targeting Japanese culture and history, but this...
Yeah, that's why I feel like they should have just left that game, bro. Like, Ubisoft should have just dropped this game like a sack of hot potatoes. Because Assassin's Creed has covered many cultures and many different varieties, but when they went to Japan, things just didn't go their way. Honestly, this is what left like a bad stain. But hey, guys, guess what? Ubisoft is a part of Tencent. Well, Tencent is a part of Ubisoft. So hey, we gamers won. You know,
it's a insane misrepresentation of everything going on with AC Shadows and is completely irrelevant and shows these people don't even know why they're mad at Asmongold, or really anyone they're mad at. Many such cases, by the way.
It's a hate train. Hate train. You follow a hate train, you get more likes. That's how it is.
So then this individual says, this post has the same energy as Trump saying, "Very cool, thank you, Kanye." Okay.
But Trump is president, bro. Come on, bro.
This one's somewhat funny. I'll give him that. But this is funny too. It's a funny point because right now on Twitter, like literally today, Kanye West is literally posting photos of himself with a swastika chain on his chest.
Okay, no, Kanye wildin'. Kanye wildin', bro. Kanye, like, bro, I fuck with Kanye, but he wildin', bro. I don't agree with a lot of things he says. Now, Kanye, like 90% of the things he says, I do not agree with. But at the same time, it's interesting to look at because, damn, you know, somebody with that power and that influence feeling that type of way. And bro, he's uncancelable. That is something where you're just like, whoa, this guy can actually do that. That's crazy. Kanye was crazy, bro. I fuck with him, but you know, I like him. The only thing with me and Kanye, I just listen to his music and that's it, bro.
And other Nazi memorabilia. And I haven't heard one of these people talk about that. They have more energy for a VTuber's hairstyle choice than something like that they claim to hate so much. It's just very
because Kanye is Kanye, bro. You can't with Kanye. He's uncancelable. The only last thing that they had on him was Shopify, and that's it. And he's still making billions. He's a billionaire. Like, come on.
Critical, and I think that's something to observe here. But this is a good quote to end this video on. It says, "Girl gets shit on by racist gatekeeping a hairstyle, gets defended by Asmon. Girl sides with Asmon. Oh my God, she's racist for endorsing Asmon. What did you expect after attacking her like that?" And again, if you don't like people like Asmongold, you're pretty much leaving them looking for the support of people like him. You attack this person, you call them a racist, you say they're culturally appropriating the hairstyle, you threaten them, you harass them, you do all these horrible things, and then someone who's a very large content creator shows some defense for them. Of course they're going to appreciate it. Like, what do you mean? You are literally, if you're trying to get people away from those evil people like Asmongold, you should stop being so mean to them in the first place over complete nothing burgers in an attempt to virtue signal at people on Twitter for clout points. That's all it is at the end of the day. But that's going to do it for this video. I will put a link to their Twitter account.
Lolly also followed. Yeah, shout out to BananaJuju. You know, for me, BananaJuju, bro, you can wear whatever fucking hairstyle you want to wear. I don't care. You know, I feel like this thing of people trying to gatekeep hairstyles to try and make black people the only thing that we have as a hairstyle is bullshit. Us black people want more wealth and value. It's a hairstyle. Come on, everybody grow the fuck up. People can wear dreads. I've seen a few white people have dreads. It's a culture, it's a lifestyle. Don't now shame people for having dreads. That's rubbish. Stop that shit. Anyways, you guys tell me what you guys think. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.